Prevention, according to the Amend-Kiltgard equation, limitation of a monopoly and regularity, discretion of the individual, and high degree of transparency through the independent oversight by non-governmental organization and the media plus public access to the reliable information could reduce the problem. De Jonko and other researchers have independently addressed the role of information plays in fighting corruption with the evidence from both developing and developed countries disclosing financial information of the government of officials to the public is associated with the improving institutional accountabilities and eliminating misbehavior such as vote buying. The effects is specifically remarkable when the disclosure concerned politicians' income source, in liabilities and assets level instead of just income level, and extrinsic aspects that might reduce morality should be eliminated. Additionally, a country should establish a culture of ethical conduct in society with the government setting the good example in order to enhance the intrinsic morality. In 1969, Christian anarchist Dorothy Day argued that God will resolve economic abuses such as corruption. She wrote, fortunately, the Papal States was wrested from the Church in the last century, but there is still the problem of investment of papal funds. It is always a cheering thought to me that if we have goodwill and are still unable to find remedies for the economic abuses of our times in our family, our parish, and the might church as a whole, God will take matter in hand and do the job for us. Enhancing civil society participation, creating bottom-up mechanism, promoting citizen participation, and encouraging the values of the integrity, accountability, and transparency are crucial component of fighting corruption. As of 2012, the implementation of the advocacy and legal advice centers in Europe had led to a significant increase in the number of citizen complaints against acts of corruption received and documented, and also to the development of the strategies for good governance by involving citizens willing to fight against corruption. Anti-Corruption Program, the Foreign Corrupt Practice Act (FCPA) USA 1977 was an early paradigmatic laws for was Western countries, industrial countries of the OECD. There were therefore the first time the old principal agent approaches was removed back where mainly the victims of society, private or public, and a passive corrupt member or individual were considered, whereas the active corrupt part was not in the focus of legal prosecution. Unprecedented the laws of an industrial country directly condemned active corruption, particularly in international businesses transaction, which was at that time in contradiction to anti-corruption activities of the World Bank and its spin-off organization Transparency International. As early as 1989, the OECD had established the ad hoc working group in the order to explore the concept fundamental to the offense of the corruption and the exercise of national jurisdiction over offenses and committed on wholly or partially abroad based on the FCPA concept. The working group presented in 1994 then the OECD anti-bribery recommendation as a prosecutor for the OECD Convention on combating bribery of foreign public official international businesses transactions, which was signed in 1997 by all member countries and came finally into force in 1999. However, because of the ongoing cancelled corruption in international transactions, several instruments of country monitoring have been developed since then by the OECD in order to foster and evaluate related national activities in combating foreign corrupt practices. One survey shows that after the implementation of the heightened review of multinational firms under the convention in 2010, firms from the countries that had signed the convention were less likely to use very